Mike King Biz. On the Mic with Mike. Richmond's premier business radio platform.
Judge you how you judge it, say we going corporate. Nah, we just corner boys with the corner office. I'm at the cap table, what the splits is. Not that cap table, boy, we live this.
Promoting how business can make the community better. No one does it better than Mike King Biz. On the Mic with Mike. Check it out.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Mike King Biz, ESPN Richmond, the champ of Business Talk Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. Mike King here. This is part of the Mike King Biz Media Network, ESPN Richmond 106.1 International Business Growth Radio, Saturdays 10 a.m. in the East, as well as the Hounds of Business. What we do is we talk to the game changers out there. We got our ear to the ground for all types of businesses. I'm riding up and down Broad Street, and here I always see this big sign, a bunch of people out there, Cities Bar and Grill. So what we do, we're going to talk to them. Juan is in the building. Welcome to the program, sir.
How you doing, Mike Biz?
All right, so now tell the folks who you are and what you do, because you packed a lot of years and experience in the, how old are you, 36?
36.
Yeah, you got some miles on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do. All right, so tell folks who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Juan Pierce. I am the marketing director for Cities Bar and Sports Grill in Richmond, Virginia. Well, Henrico, Virginia, sorry. And we're going to hopefully be working with you and ESPN really soon.
So you guys, all right, so the place is huge.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of things there. So let people know the type of things you have going on there.
So we have a 30-foot TV screen, LED screen. We show all the sports. We have over 20 TVs in the entire building. We have a lounge area. We have a huge restaurant. We have an outdoor patio. And we are going to capitalize on showing every major sporting event that you can imagine. We have the biggest sports package that we could buy, anybody can purchase. So
and with you guys, so you're out there touching and meeting everyone. So you have different rooms, putting different things in there.
Correct.
Talking about the culture and the idea of what you guys are doing.
Correct. So every Monday, we're doing a burger night. Tuesdays, taco and tequila Tuesdays. Wednesdays, whiskey and wings. Thursday, karaoke night. Friday night, we have a midnight brunch. We have a Latin night on Friday nights. Saturday nights, top 40. Sunday, we have a brunch. And what the goal is now is to diversify the brand of Cities. We want people to come in there from all walks of life. We want people to come in there not only for sports, not only for food, not only for drinks, not only for music, but for every reason possible. We want it to be community friendly for everybody. We don't want to alienate any groups. We want everybody to come and have the same experience.
So, and how can people follow you guys on the social platforms?
You can follow us at Cities Bar on Instagram. And that's the best way. We have a huge following on social media right now.
Your social media game is on fire.
Yeah, a lot of people from all over the city, like every time I ask somebody to follow us, they're already following us. And we're going to just keep pushing forward and try to make it the best thing possible.
So the idea that we're talking about is having game day. Game day, college football out at Cities Bar.
Yep.
I asked you, how'd you get into it? And man, you know, you have done the entertainment scene, but it's not just that; it's the back end that we are talking about. So, folks who know me, this is what's up? Chance the Rapper.
That's one of my best friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah.
When I met him, I didn't know that he could spit fire like that.
Oh, yeah, he's incredible.
I didn't know. This was back in the Common House days. Mm-hmm. I didn't know your game was like that, man. I just thought you was the suited and booted, buttoned up dude.
Listen, he's been that way since middle school.
Really?
Middle school, since 8th grade. So he got bars, man.
Yes, he does.
And the album.
Right, but the funny thing is, so that's why a lot of times when you see people don't understand there's talent, and then there's the business side of it too. I just knew him as a business guy.
Well, I think the precious thing about people, especially from this city, is a lot of us have a duality. We have so many attributes to us that are amazing, but sometimes people only take you serious for what they first meet you for. So different rooms, different conversations with different people, they know you for one thing. So some people might only know him for Common House, some people
Right.
might only know him for rap. And when he tells the different worlds that, you know, it's hard to
wrap your
comprehend.
mind
Yeah,
around it
yeah.
because you know him as that one thing.
Yep.
All right, so talk about your journey on the business side. That you're throwing parties and you understood the business side of it, getting people into venues, and then being good with ownership so it is a win-win for everybody.
So I think that me being young at first and me doing events just to make money here and there when I was doing music, and I had a huge social media following on MySpace. I'm showing my age right now. But I had like 100,000 plays on my music. I had a massive following, probably like 22,000 people from this area. A lot of people started to follow me everywhere I went as far as events and things like that. And me seeing that made me think, why don't I just do this on my own? Why don't I throw my own events here and there? But as I told you earlier, I didn't really take it serious until the night Obama got elected.
You said that.
Yep. And that really stuck with me because seeing that, you know, as a 20-year-old, your mind is just going a million miles an hour because now you think anything is possible.
So, and you had the regular JOB, but
Yeah.
you got so inspired that
I
day.
had just started a new job the day before. I worked one night and I called and quit. I was in tears. I called and quit. And I called my friend Terrence, and he was talking to me about an LLC. I didn't know what that was at 20. I didn't, you know, understand that concept. But once we talked and we made it official, made the first LLC, and the rest was history. You know?
Okay, so somebody, what is it? He's called El Fidget, talking
Yep,
about
Chris.
yachting parties. Okay,
Yes.
so you do things. All right, man.
Yep.
So explain that with me, what you do in the yachting boating world.
So me, Chris, Jonathan, Abadi, a few other, Amro, Bruno,
Jonathan.
Jolly. Yeah, so they're in DC. So we're a group of friends. We have a social club, and it's called the Summer Yachting Series. And
I'm from Philly, so I'm not that cultured, man.
Okay.
So let's go back to, like, how do you even get to the idea of yachting and boating? That's all I want to know.
So, as I told you earlier, I've started for me and him have been talking off screen so long. But I have a friend who used to be in the NFL, and through him, I made various other friends, and they introduced me to Jonathan because he was looking for some of my expertise of marketing. And I had never really thought about, doing yacht parties, yacht rentals, anything like that. And we met, we hung out, and we clicked. And this year we really put it into fruition.
So so now here, explain to people, a lot of times people have different ideas with businesses.
Yeah.
So explain to people how the idea that you can work on this one for a bit, go over and work on this one. How do you delegate time to be successful?
First, let me say, I'm really big into history.
Okay.
Right? So I've been fascinated with ancient history all my life, whether it's Roman history, Greek history, Egyptian history. And I like to look at people back in that time and see what they were doing and how can we learn from their mistakes? How can we build on their advances? And I realized that these people wore more than one hat. They weren't just astronomers. They weren't just mathematicians. They weren't just inventors. They weren't just painters. They weren't just musicians. They weren't just politicians. They were a mixture of everything.
Okay.
And I feel like quality of life has been so condensed because people now go to school. They just want a minor and major. They want to pick one career. They want to stick with that until they retire. Man, that's never been what I wanted to do. I wanted to do so many things, but with wanting to do so many things, you have to have a game plan. You have to have a structure. You have to have a strategy. How can I make these things work so that you don't falter on the other, or how does this not weigh you down?
Have you always been that serial entrepreneur guy?
Exactly.
All right, so let me ask you. I ask all the people who come in here. So my father was that entrepreneur guy. I'm not really. I've done this thing. Can the entrepreneur guy ever stop with the wandering eye? Like, oh, wow, you know, it's a random Thursday. Oh, how about this thing? Can you ever fall in love with this and stop with that foolishness? Okay.
I feel like the wandering eye is always about ideas, you know?
So you always, ideas are popping up.
Yeah, I think it's just ideas.
On a random Thursday.
And so you can get that idea. That doesn't mean chase the idea. You know, you never stop being ambitious, but you're mindful of what it is that you have going on. You have to be mindful of the time that project may take, and with that time, do you have time for it? And also it's about networking, delegation of duties, and putting a good team in place.
Your boy said he always has that. You always wear that.
Thank
one.
you.
You always that. All right, man. So let's wrap up. Let's talk about cities. What you guys got going on there in the next couple of weeks?
The next couple of weeks, all the sports are starting. College football, college basketball, NFL, hockey, everything's gearing up. So if you love sports, you live in Henrico, the city of Richmond, the surrounding areas, this is your sports hub. This is the major watch party for you. We have enough TVs, we have enough seating, we have enough food and drink specials every day of the week. We're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. On the weekends, we're open until 2 a.m. Thursday through Sunday.
So King Wavy said the ambition never stops.
Thank you.
The hustle game never
appreciate it.
Never stops. All right, so folks who've never been in there, that place right there, it says people stop and wonder. It's like it definitely has the wow factor.
Yeah,
it has the wow factor. So on the mic, my man Juan is here. He got big business things to do. Can't be hanging out with me all day because when he walks in, this is his walk-up music.
Mike King says.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building.
All right, so that's all my DJ skills. that is it. But no, hey, so I got a new one, and so we had a Girl for a Change in here, and I would play my music for each one of the girl groups. They were doing a segment, conversation segments. So I played it, and they were like, they were, I was on a roll. And then I guess my age showed up. And I played this one. And so my son is in the studio, and I'm waiting for the response. Okay. Well, why you snickering, man? Because you should have seen the looks on their faces. I got nothing. My son says to me, wrong demo. It's the wrong demo. So then I had
read the room.
Yeah, you know what happened? I was a DJ who got excited with his own music, and then he started playing what he wanted, and the crowd walked off the floor. So I had to dial that back and then start playing stuff that they wanted to hear. But so that's it. We trying not to be the last of our kind. Samson got flow. Hey, welcome to the program. So on the mic is Mike, ESPN Richmond. That's where we are, Monday to Friday, 5 to 7 a.m. Ready to do big things. This young man right here is doing a lot right there. Congratulations to him.
Thank you, my brother.
Cities Bar, that's when we coming there. We coming. We bringing the game out there, taking our show on the road. So here we go. On the mic is Mike, ESPN Richmond.
I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day.
That's what he do. All right, folks, take care now. See you.
Appreciate it.